Night Livestream.
Hello and welcome villagers to the Game Night Livestream. It's great to have you here as always. Yes, a few gremlins in the system there. I'm not too sure what went on and I'm still just trying to get a few things to load in the background here. I hope you had a great weekend first and foremost, whatever it is that you got up to. Let's just see if I can pop a message on the chat via my client. Let's have a go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That seems to have successfully connected, which is good. Yes, a busy weekend for me. Lots going on. Too much to go into in any kind of detail. And of course, I've had the very sad news that I'm still dealing with on a daily basis that I received at the end of last week. So yeah, I'm trying to carry on as normal. Soldier forward, and I thank you for all the kind words and comments that you've all given me, so thank you very much. Some new elements here to the stream. First of all, we have where is it? I'm trying to work out where this is. There, down there, we have two bars. We have the subscriber bar, of which we have 4 wonderful subscribers, and we also have the bit goal, which is kind of under where my finger would be, and that's for the amount of bits that have been cheered, and so far we've had 90 bits, which is great, but we'll push it forward. You'll also notice that right at the bottom on the follower bar, we had a goal of, first of all, 50 for the year just 3 and a bit weeks ago. Smashed that, absolutely smashed that, thank you all. Then we had a goal that I just thought to myself, right, we've got a few weeks left to the end of the year. Oh!
This is my boomstick.
That can only mean Kent, the moderator with the mostest, is in the room. Hey Kent, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. I just wait for his message to pop up on the screen there. Yes, so yes, we smashed that 70. The 50. Then I just pulled a figure out of my ass. Really, let's go for 75 because 50. 75, 25 increment, 25 following increments. Absolutely smashed it. Yeah, we started the day, I think, on 76. Yeah, 76. So it's bumped up to 100 just to add another 25 on. Again, just pulling numbers out my ass. But it's amazing. Thank you so much for all the support. Let's have a look. Good morning, Oaken Fox. And it's good to see you. Normally a work-based person in the afternoon, but I'm guessing you're doing a cheeky morning work thing. Kent, yeah, how are you? I don't know if the how are you was for me, but yeah, I'm doing okay considering all the bad news. I'm trying to soldier forward and keep to a sort of a schedule of normality. Just watching Oaken Fox, just watching while working. You will also notice that Kent, you've just done your emote, the emote of Sir Game Night Approves. It didn't quite fit on the very small emotes, so the
I approve.
The Sir Game Night Approves speech bubble is now like a thumbs up on the emotes. Also, I did some Terraria when I got a few moments. Again, it was very brief, but I managed to make a massive change, and I have that video ready to go onto a Discord area just for subscribers. I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna have to rely on Kent and Nerdy to come in and hold my hand and work out how to do that one. But we will get there. We will get there. Today's game is, as you can see up there, that's Ascendancy, where we are slowly taking over the universe, and we will be taking over more of the universe in our genocidal way very shortly. So I think without further ado, first of all, we also have the raffle to start, don't we? For those new to the channel, we have an hourly spin.
Spin the wheel of gold.
Called the Wheel of Gold.
It's time to spin the wheel of gold.
Much, Kent. I muted it so I could quickly have a little throat clear. Genocide is the best side to be on. So yeah, here we go. This is the Wheel of Gold. Once an hour, we spin this bad boy if you are the lucky winner of the raffle. But you must win the raffle. To get in on the raffle, you need to put !raffle and the amount of tickets that you would like to purchase. The raffle is not open yet, though. It is open now. There we go. You can get your raffle tickets in from this moment on. Let's stop the Wheel of Gold. Kent is going in with 1 as an example. An example to us all. There we go. You can have some pea breezy faces. Which is, why have you not gone off? Damn it, we've got all kinds of gremlins in the system today. Let me just have a look at that, because that will annoy me if I cannot get the Wheel of Gold off. It will drive me insane. So let me just have a look at the actions. I'm sure it's because I really did accidentally. Oh no, a Wheel of Gold deactivate. It should have turned off. And let's have a look here. No, I guess it's because we're on the intro and we don't really do it on the intro, but it should work. Oh well. It doesn't matter. We'll forget that. Yes, so there we go. That is the way that you enter !raffle. And let's get on with today's game. We're gonna have some music in the background as we play our retro game of Ascendancy. Was Ascendancy, as I cleared my nose. Let's have some music on in the background. If you like the music that you hear... Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. That sound can only mean that into the chat has come our other fabulous mod, who is also our massive tech support as well, which is Nerdy Wizard. Thank you, Nerdy Wizard. How you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty busy weekend, and I've just been slowly coming to terms with the sort of terrible news that I got at the end of last week. I'm trying to keep busy, trying to sort of more. What do they say? Many hands, not many. That's many hands make light work. That's a completely different saying. It's busy hands are happy hands, I think is the saying. Let's have a look. What's going on in chat? Yeah, how's your son, Kent? By the way, if you're watching this and you're new to Twitch and you don't know what's going on, or if you're watching this on YouTube even and on a rerun, basically there's a chat that happens next to the video over here on Twitch, and if you want to get it sort of involved in that, you most certainly can. Just head over to Twitch to the Game Night channel, and if you sort of you can see the sort of messages popping up on screen. I can't actually point at it because it's way down like there in the middle of the screen. You'll see little boxes pop up, but there'll be a big box that you can write in and follow along with the chat. Hey, Sir Game Night, my weekend was busy. Glad to hear you tried to make the best of your weekend. Glad to see you livelier than you were on Friday. I was bummed out on Friday, guys. I did what all good performers can do on when they're not feeling great, and that is the show must go on. You paint the smile on and you move forward. But it was nice. It was nice being here. That's not to say I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but enjoyment's the wrong way. It was very supportive. I felt it was not only supportive, but it helped to anchor my mind to something and give me some direction. So yeah, very much. This channel is the rudder that is going to get me through. I feel that, and I know that for certain. We had an okay weekend. Xmas cleaning and stuff. Wife and kids have made Christmas candles. Oh, that's lovely. That's cute. I managed to steal away for some time gaming. Yeah. These candles are great. Yeah. I'm just going to go and do some gaming. The rudder. Oh, yes. You get...
This is my boomstick.
Kent, you get a boomstick sound, which is your sound for that. The rudder from another mudder. I love it. That's great. You guys are my rudder from another mudder. So there we go. Right, we'll get on with... I'll carry on playing along with the game as we go. We are the species known as the Comanches. This is what we look like. We are sort of septipedal, which is... Oh, no, we're quadrupedal, but we've got 2 arms as well. So we've got 4 legs, 2 arms. We're a race of people that are trying to escape our solar system because we've been informed by another species that our sun is about to expand and engulf our solar system. Well, we've done a pretty good job. We are colour green, and if you look at this star map, you can see that there's a lot of colour greens, which is basically where we own planets. But most of this sector of quadrant of the galaxy is ours. We've done a good job exterminating people. If we go to our home world, Ribulon 1, you can see that we have these buildings. These are metroplexes, and they allow you to build science, industry, and population all in one building, which is big because normally you have to build 3 separate things for those. How did we get that? Well, we got that pretty early on in the game because we found planets, and certain planets have archaeological sites on there, and with xenoarchaeological digging, which is sort of a discovery that you can make, you can explore these sites, and it gives you 1 free discovery of research. And if we look at the research tree, this is what they look like, and it's a pretty long tree. It just keeps going, and these obviously give you different game elements and unlock different things. Oh, we haven't done that one. Nah, sod it. And we happen to get the Metroplex, which is right down near the bottom of this tree, really early on. And the other thing that we got really early on was these bad boys, long-range orbital whoppers, which essentially enable you when enemy ships enter your solar system to shoot at them from a great distance. And I think they get like 3 shots as opposed to the sort of the other weapons that get 2. So yep, I'm pretty overpowered at the moment. So instead of my live in peace, let's make harmony through the universe, I thought with this newfound power we would just exterminate everything. These are known as 4X games, which holy crap. Yes, Nerdy, the reason why you have gold is because on Friday I made an announcement that subscribers now get 25,000 gold. Enough gold to buy a sound on the soundboard. And, yep, you're a subscriber. So you get 25,000 gold. I think it's going to be automatic from now on. But if, yeah, you will absolutely be getting gold. Also, Nerdy, you probably missed this earlier. I recorded a brief session of Terraria. And, well, I say it's about an hour and a half. And condensed it down into a 20-minute time-lapse video. It's all uploaded, ready to go. I just don't know how to add that to a subscriber-only section of my Discord. But I did say that you or Kent would be able to help me do that after today's stream. Because I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. My level of knowledge on adding stuff like that. I mean, once you show me, absolutely, got it in the bag, in the memory bank, let's go. But, no. Someone also needs to explain gift subbing to me as well, because I know Kent has been kind enough to gift sub, and he has a lovely gift image. I was watching one of my favourite streamers, Digital Psychosis. Shout out to Digital Psychosis if someone can do that. That's Digital Psychosis, and I think it's capital letters on the D and the P. In fact, let me do that because I'm in game, so if someone could do that, that'd be better because my mouse will not leave the screen to go anywhere else. So yeah, Digital Psychosis. I'm watching the channel. I go on there and I leave it on in the background while I'm doing stuff often. And while I was there, I just started speaking, and one of the other regulars, who's a mod there, gifted me a sub on the channel, and I was breathtaking. It was lovely, but I don't know much. That's it. I think that should be it. He was Digital Psychosis. Why did that not work? That looks like it should be correct. That looks like it should work, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let me just... I'm coming out of the game to do this because he deserves it. The guy's great. He's got like this whole Star Trek Next Generation thing going on, and it's just mega cool. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can just find out his channel. Digital Immortal Sai. Whoa, where's his channel? That's disturbing. How very weird. I see they were playing Kingdom of Hearts. Yes, they were. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we just had a time lapse issue. What's up, Sir Game Night? I was trying to work out how to do. So I thought something was wrong with Digital Psychosis. I thought I couldn't find them for some reason, and then I started to mini panic. Let's just close that window down. I don't know why I opened up a second one. So yes, yeah, they were playing Kingdom Hearts, which is like a weird. I don't know. It's like Disney on acid or something like that. I don't fully get the game. Again, it's one of those. He's one of those guys. He's just a nice guy. He's got some fun stuff going on. It's just really cool to hang out there, rather than necessarily. I wasn't really into that game. He normally plays or he was playing Final Fantasy until he got a bit sick of it. So anyway, this is our universe. These are the species. I've managed to wipe out 2 of them. Or I think one of them might have been wiped out by another species. And I'm guessing from past experience, the other wiping out species would have been this one. The one that looks like Snuffleupagus reading a psychic crystal ball. They basically are a war species. There are 3 different types of species: neutral, warlike, and peaceful. And the peaceful ones have slowly succumbed to the Sir Game Night approach, and I forget what else I'm doing. I'm slowly taking over various areas. There we go. An enormous ship has been completed on the Crimea 5. Crimea River. That joke will not get old in my head. May get old in other people's heads. Kingdom of the Hearts is one of my favourite game series, and it's fantastic. If you ignore the overarching plot, it just seemed like all I could hear is heal, heal. And things like that. Just seemed to be like, yeah, I don't know. It seemed to be, well, it is not quite worthy of a ha-ha, ha. I'm guessing you're not worthy of a ha-ha, ha. That was in relation to my Crimea River. Alright, let's see if we can take over this small area. So we're going to fly close enough to the to said planet that they can't fire upon us. Well, first of all, let's check the planet. It doesn't have any firing capabilities. So we're going to go nice and close so that we can fire upon them, invade them, and move on. For that is what we do. We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. A bit like last week's bread. I've been saying it every single week since I've been playing it. Quite stale, quite stale. How's the music volume, by the way, guys? I don't know how loud it is. Oh yeah, that's right. We got Orbital Mega Shields last time, which is pretty sweet. Not picking up any music, just my lovely voice. That's very nice. That's very strange. There should be... Can you hear any music now? There should be some music. I can hear music. Faintly. Ooh. Let me just turn this up. How about that? How's that? Okay. Yeah, the volume is fairly quiet. I don't want it to be too loud. So guys, the other thing that I did is that I have new alerts for followers, for subscribers, for bit cheers. What else do I have a new alert for? For hosting. Because I realised I got hosted a few times last week, which was lovely, very nice of people. And it was just like this sort of standard zombie walking. Algol, where's Algol? No, I wanted to go to Barataria. Masters of Orion. I seem to recall Masters of Orion, but I don't remember it. So as you said that, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that is something." See, these are right at the bottom. The nano shell is a pretty high, pretty sort of big beefy thing. Let's have a look at our discoveries. I mean, we're out discovering every other species by far, so we need to take advantage of that. Of course, every planet that we take over means that there are fewer planets for them, so there are fewer facilities on that planet making output for them, science output, industrial output. So we'll go just outside of their range, and it's always a guess at roughly where their orbital missile bases are, but they haven't got big amounts of range, and they don't have much capacity. I think it's a one-shot deal. It may be two-shot. Don't quote me on that. There was a remake of it, about 2 or 3 actually. Okay, was it a 4X, Kent? That's it, out of energy there. Ooh, hostile ship belonging to the Ungama has entered the Menthol. I think I've obliterated everything of the Ungama other than this ship. So if I can blow this ship up, boom! Oh, it's dead. This is the last species, last stand. Oh, it's giving it some. Come on then, let's have you. Boom. See ya.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
It's a 4X. Okay, that should be the Ugama. Oh no, it's not their last stand. I am Oh man, I don't know how they managed that. I thought they were on their last legs. I take it back. It's a turn-based 4X from 1993, so about the same time as this, I assume, because I think Ascendancy was 91. It might be even later actually. This could be 96. I'm trying to get all my game knowledge in order, but I've looked at so many games recently for other potential cool ones. There's a really good one that I want to play called The Shadow of the Comet, which is based on The Shadow over Innsmouth by H.P. Lovecraft. But I think it could potentially annoy me. But it will bring back lots of memories. Right, let's go and pay this hostile ship that looks like a... it's a dumb one. Chicken. Right, where was that? That was this system. So we'll head off to Trefoscope or whatever it's called. Terpsichore. Really not Trefoscope. Lovecraft sounds like Gods of the Deep. It's really good. It's like a point-and-click adventure, but there's a really annoying bit where there's like a forest and it's a maze-type puzzle. But the type of maze puzzle where if you go left when you should have gone right, you end up at the start of the woods again, and it is deep. These woods are deep. You won't find Shub-Niggurath in there for any H.P. Lovecraft fans, because you'll never make it through the first 2 layers. But it's really good. It's really creepy in a sort of strange atmosphere. It was really good, yeah, nice. And I saw it on Good Old Games, and they have it for like silly money, as all things seem to be on Good Old Games. In the Good Old Games. Alright, let's see if we can blow this ship up. Boom. No, slightly out of range. Yeah, it's madness. I just remember, Nerdy was with me for the first Eye of the Beholder. And where I'd got Eye of the Beholder from before, well, it just wasn't working. It kept crashing on the there's like a password to get that. When you get past the first level, you get down to the second, and it says please add the word 6 on page 12 of the manual to make sure that it's sort of copy protected. And yep, I did that. I kept doing that, and it kept freezing. I did it about 3 times, and then yay, boom, he's dead. And then Nerdy said, oh, have you tried Good Old Games? I have the Beholder troubleshoot. It does feel like an age ago. It was only a couple of weeks ago, mate. I feel like I've been streaming all my life. It's madness. Let's give these guys a little bit of a taster. They're the warlike ones. Let's provoke them a bit. So yeah, so Nerdy said Good Old Games, and it had completely gone under my radar. I don't know how, because it's everything that I like about games. So I went on there, and I thought to myself, right, do you know what? I said I want to play this game. If it costs 20 quid, no problem. That's £20 for non-UK peeps. And I went on there, and it was £7.26 or something, some strange amount of money, for not just Eye of the Beholder 1, but Eye of the Beholder 2 and 3 included. I couldn't fathom what was going on. So I purchased post haste 20 squids. And ooh, is he gonna fire at me? Are you gonna fire at me? Yeah, so for like so I'm pretty much gonna be doing Eye of the Beholder Friday for quite some time. Yeah, they're now at war with us because I've decided that it's a good thing to do to shoot the enemy. And everyone is the enemy. Boom. Here you go, poof. We need a bit more. Why can't... Oh, let's get rid of some of this nonsense. Boom. Let's build some more orbital whoppers, so we may destroy things with ease. Right. I thought I had a ship down here taking care of... I've got floofs that I could be blowing up. Let's see if he goes boom. Not yet. Boom. They look a bit aged, but still nice games. Does anyone remember? I know I've said this multiple times. Does anyone remember Wing Commander 3 with Mark Hamill and the big giant cats? That sounds really bizarre to anyone that has no idea what I'm talking about. It was pretty much a movie-based game, so you would play the game, and as you go along, it came with 7 discs. Again, you've got to bear in mind, this is before DVDs. These were just CDs. And they were laden with video cutaways. So you go into a scene, there'd be a video dialogue, and then there would be a branching video based on what you selected. So if you selected one outcome, it would go down one video, another outcome, another, and then that was all happening on the sort of the cruising the Starship Cruiser, and then you'd go out and kill things in a sort of a flight sim thing. It was pretty good. I remember borrowing that one from a friend. 7 discs, was it 7? I thought it was 6. Yes, I can believe it was 7. Oh no, you said 7 discs. I thought it was 5. It might be 5. I don't remember. I just remember it being a hell of a lot of discs. More discs than I'd ever seen in a game. Ever. Where is Crimea? That's right. So we're going down to Bataria, whatever it's called. This one. It's That's where we're going. I'm sorry, Chronomist. Your pitiful, pitiful small ships are no match for the orbital whoppers. Boom. This next one will get him, for sure.
Get over here!
Boom, there we go. See you later, matey. The first Baldur's Gate. Well, interesting that you should mention Baldur's Gate, because the D&D guys, the D&D game that I play, now get Orbital Whopper. Orbital Whopper, says Homer Simpson. The D&D game that I'm playing. Here we go. Let me just put the big chat screen on for a second. So the D&D game. I hope none of my D&D crew are watching at the moment, because they're going to miss out. But they don't know this, but tonight we are playing The Darkest Night, a Christmas adventure for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. It's very good. Just 1 second, let me show you. Just look at some of the bad guys. Look at some of the bad guys. We have snowmen with stat blocks, snow person. We have toy soldiers with stat blocks. And of course, we have a baddie. And the baddie is Krampus with stat block. I won't hold on the stat block for too long, because I don't want them to, if they are seeing this, to actually know what they're up against. Because them things look cute and cuddly. Day is a bit badass. Right, where were we? That is great. It's so good. And it was on a website. I can't give it a shout out, but just if you're into this kind of stuff, search for The Darkest Night, a Christmas adventure for 5th edition, created by Sean Ellsworth, and it's a pay what you feel website, which is really nice. I like those kind of websites. You can just judge how much how much value you think it's going to have, and you can say, do you know what? I'll pay £5, I'll pay £10, or whatever you feel, one, you can afford, and two, what you feel it's worth. Right, so there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had half plans for a Christmas adventure of D&D of my own, but with my dad not being well, I'm popping over to. Oh my gosh, this tiny planet I've been ignoring. That's one of those dig sites. If I colonized that, I could get in. There's no point now because I've nearly discovered everything. That would have been useful. But yeah, with my dad being ill and me going and seeing him more frequently, I just don't have time to prep a game, a completely new scenario for a Christmas one-off edition. So I thought I'll go and buy one, because there's lots of great people out there that make the D&D stuff, so that you can, if you're a fairly competent DM, you can basically just run through the booklet as you need, and then use your own experience for the rest of it. But they don't know it's coming. That's the thing. They think it's a normal D&D session. They believe they're going to be carrying on their story, but their story is going to have a big twist and turn tonight. It's going to send them to a far away land. And I'm just hoping none of them are listening. But even if they are, you still don't know fully what's going on. Only I do. And people that go and purchase the adventure. But it's the last time that we're meeting as a D&D group for the year. We might see each other over the festive period, but it won't be to play D&D. It'll just be social, if we can at all, because all of us are very busy. It was difficult to find a group to commit to a certain sort of set time once a week, every week. But I was very adamant that it was everyone had to be able to make it. Right, let's just fly over here, away from all of the ships that hate me. So I wanted as well for all of the wonderful subscribers to the channel, I did want to Yeah, so just scheduling stuff like that can be a pain. So my major, just have a look at this planet. Okay, we'll take this one because it's got no defenses and it's on the other side of that red link, which takes forever to get down. So for this to be an outpost would be something of a advantage. So I've been part of a couple of D&D groups. The first D&D group I was in was really good. It was run by a chap, but he had to travel quite some distance to come and see us each week. I'd pick him up from the train station. We'd go to the person's house who was hosting the game, and then as a group we sort of carried on and played. It was all good. And then he'd been playing for a gazillion years. I think his dad had played the original and brought him up on it, so he had a vast amount of knowledge, and you could throw anything at him. Like, you could just say something really off the wall, wacky, no problem. And the only time he had to open that book was for an occasional update for stat blocks or a rule variation based on the fact that, like, he'd learned all the various editions, and he was like, he would always get up to speed. So his knowledge base was with 4th edition. So with the change over to 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, he basically had to. I'm just gonna wait here with this because I haven't got any defense with this planet. Let's just start blowing them up. Why not? So basically we started playing and it was all great and all good, and then unfortunately, due to the distance and other commitments, he slowly wasn't able to make it every time. And because he was the linchpin, you know, if it's a player, you can do without every now and again. They catch them up or bring them up to speed with the story. That's no problem. When it's the DM, it becomes a bit of a different tale. So basically we slowly disappeared and disintegrated as a group. Next day, poop. And then we had another crack at it, and with an inexperienced DM. And while we were able to make everyone, the story wasn't as engaging, and there was constant looking up of rules and regulations, and it became just a bit slow, a bit too slow. So that kind of died. And then I really still had an itch to play Dungeons and Dragons. So I said to my wife, I said, look, would you be? She was up for it as well. She was really enjoying the games that we had played. So I put the feelers out there into the big wide world, and it turned out that a couple of friends were up for it. Well, quite a lot of friends were up for it, but they couldn't commit in the end. But turned out quite a few people were up for it, and then I placed out a few groups on Facebook. Sort of, we've got a D&D group wanting to start. Get in touch if you're interested. And then once we got all these people together, I then said, okay, what days can you do? I opened up a poll or a vote on a website, and then everyone sort of said what days they could do. We found a day that worked best for most people, which was Monday. Remember playing the Swedish version of D&D, Dragons and Demons, in middle school? Was it more likely to be called Dragons and Demons? Oh yes, we played Dragons and Demons in middle school. Hurdy-gurdy. Sorry, I had to throw a hurdy-gurdy in there. Draco. Let me try this. Let me try my Swedish. Drakar och demoner. How was that, Kent? Was that terrible? Was it passable? Oh, I feel happy to have got even remotely close to that. Right, we'll skip that track because it sounds like that someone's left the radio on in the background. So yes. If at any point you want to give me random Swedish things to say, Kent, I will always accept, providing it won't get my channel blocked. So yes, what was I saying? And where in Sweden you are going to say it? What, the hurdy-gurdy, or the phrase? We'll also change that track. Yeah, so we started a game, and we got literally until the week before it was going to start, and then people started pulling out. Oh, well, you know, I've got this commitment, that commitment, just can't do it anymore, which is fine. But I mean, like, you know, don't leave it to the week before. And then all of a sudden, dramatically, where I just had to say to people, look, you need to put your stake in the ground and say, can you make it every Monday or not? That's it. And the people that said yes are the ones that stayed around, and we got such a good group of people. In fact, one of them was last minute, but he's one of the guys that is more local to me. I'd played tabletop games with him before at a monthly tabletop meeting, and yeah, he's a lovely guy. And at the time that he messaged, he said, "Is your D&D session still going? I've played it before. Can I join?" I said, "Oh, unfortunately, it's full." So these people dropping out meant I could say to him, "Do you know what? If you're still up for it, we'd love to have you as a member of the campaign." And yeah, and he's now one of the members, and it's so much fun. I'm the DM. I decided to DM, and we hosted it at our house, so it's lovely. I really like it. I really do enjoy it, and it's a good group of people. We're getting through a great story. We started off with the first adventure of the 5th edition, which is called The Lost Mines of Phandelver. It's the starter kit, but everywhere I said when I looked into doing it, said it's such a good story. It gives a great overview. Some people hadn't really played before. Other people had played, but a long time ago. So it's a good way to refresh. It covers lots of different settings, and it also, I think we've just destroyed the home world of the Snuffleupaguses, or whatever they're called. But yeah, it's not only a good story. It covers various different aspects and lots of different monsters. We've already encountered an owlbear, and they made light work of the owlbear, setting it on fire. Kalsev, yo! Oh! Welcome! Thank you so much. Oh, look at that new follower face. I'm guessing Kalsev may be someone that I do know. I have a sneaky suspicion that Kalsev is my next door neighbour. Who signed up lovely on YouTube, and then all of a sudden was very sad that I'm no longer streaming live to YouTube. So welcome, Kalsev. Just please let me know if that is the case.
I like what you got.
Let's have a look. Let me just catch up on chat. Having more than one is nothing. Having more than one that is local is the thing. What are we talking about? What are we looking at? Nerdy Wizard. Are you talking about D&D? Also, I'm a fan of the new follow alert. Knew you'd find a use for that pic. Yeah, here is me. Hello.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Beware, Kalsev 34. Sorry, didn't want to give out any details. Kalsev 34 will get you if you're naughty. So yes, she is lovely. But it's great to have you around. Thank you very much, Kalsev. Do you prefer Kalsev or your actual name? I want to say your actual name, but again, that's up to you. So yeah, we're playing a game that is space-based, and basically I'm just going around killing everything, and I'm probably going to finish it today. I think I have a ridiculous amount. This is me at the top. I have a ridiculous amount of colonies. My discoveries are high. My fleet is larger than any other fleet. Cal, thank you, Cal. So yes, so yeah, I have a great D&D group, and they're lovely, and we can do pretty much every Monday, which is nice. Right, I've finished, so I'm all done in this sector. Do you play Nerdy Wizard? Do you play Dungeons and Dragons at all? There. So we'll come down here. We'll see what's there. I think it's a war of attrition, and these guys are losing. Kent is looting the castle. By the way, Cal, something that you can do around here is enter the raffle. Just for being here, you get gold coins, and you can spend those gold coins in raffles, loots, and other things. Hotel is better. Hotel is a great tabletop board game that I play with Cal and her other half. I was going to say better half, but it's not. It's the other way around. So yes, but you get a chance if you do manage to win the raffle, which happens every hour. So we're coming up in 10 minutes, just like that, just like Nerdy's done. Exclamation point raffle. You get a chance to spin this bad boy.
To spin the wheel of gold.
And the winner of the raffle will get a spin of the wheel, and they would potentially get a chance to win just 100 gold coins, although it was close, very teasingly close to the 5,000 gold coins right there. Yes! Oh my gosh! Kent knows about Hotel. Yes, so Kent, yeah, Hotel is a game. Alright, I'm just gonna exit out of all of this and bring up a browser with let's have a look. With Hotel the game, so that everyone can join in with what we're talking about right now. So, Hotel board game. Yeah, so Cal has this, and here's what it looks. Oh, that's the smallest image. Let me just Google search for a different size image. Oh, it looks different when you see it on other computers. That's a more modern version, but that's essentially it. You have hotels that you build. So you go around the board with cars around this track, and when you land, you get to buy different hotels. So you get to buy so you buy the land first, then you build the main hotel, then you build an extension, and then you have to build little ramps. So even if you built up all of your hotels and extensions, if you don't get ramps, when people land on that space, they're not coming to your hotel because they can't get access. I assume there's more than to it than poor man's Monopoly. Yeah, it's actually quite quite fun. And the hotels have different rate cards. That was rate cards, and yeah, it's good fun. It's quite addictive, and it's good fun. I would recommend it. It's something different than Monopoly because there's big buildings as well, which are nice to do. So yeah, there we go. And no one ever wants, like, if you get this one, the boomerang, which I managed to get yesterday. My cursor's not showing on the screen, which is weird. But yeah, the one that's sort of in the bottom left-hand corner is called the boomerang. If you get that one, it costs pittance to build, but it's got a high price for anyone staying there. And there's other ones like the big shiny one in the corner is called the President. So it's kind of like Trump Towers, I guess. And the President is very expensive to build, but if you can build it all, you can get enough ramps. Then if people land on you, you pretty much wipe them out with like $7,000 a night. And then there's ones people don't bother with. There's one called the Taj Mahal, which basically is not worth buying yet. I think it costs as much to build it as you ever get in revenue, as does the Fujiyama. The Fujiyama is possibly the worst one in the game. You buy that one, you build it, and if you can claw your build cost back throughout the game, good luck to you. Anyway, that's enough of this hotel side look at. Let's get back to Devastation. There we go. Learning about games. Sharing is caring. Ah, damn it. Let's have a look. Fujiyama is just in the game to block boomerangs. Yes, that's totally. But the last time we played, Kel tried. She had Fujiyama, and she tried. I had boomerang. She tried to stop. To stop me building ramps, but unfortunately, I managed to build all of the ramps on boomerang. She could not build any. So, yep, that became a really expensive hiding to nowhere. I still didn't win. Raffle 2. Are you going in light with your raffles, Kent? Are you raffling the amount of people that are currently active in chat? Is that what we're doing? Because you said I think you said you were going to do that last time. Some kind of mad system. Are they really coming? Oh, they're attacking. No, they might take this back. Oh, 2 days. If I can hold off for 2 days, which I might be able to. I'm off now. Got to do some work. Yes, that's another naughty person looking at work. Thank you so much for being around here. Hopefully you can hear those claps coming through. I really appreciate it.
I like what you got.
And I shall fart in your general direction.
I fart in your general direction.
Are the sound effects coming through fairly decently, guys? They're sounding quite quiet in my ears, but that's just could be a monitoring thing. Coming through clear. Cool. Nice loud level. Could you hear the fart in the general direction?
I fart in your general direction.
Oh dear, I forgot about this guy. He could have well reduced the shields down to nothing. He still might. Ugh. Right, let's blow that up. A tad quiet compared to my voice. Isn't everything? I will have to bump them up in some way. Let me just see if I can do that. Just 1 second while I just... Let me just bump that up. The only downside to playing the old games is that you do have to keep leaving the screen by sort of Alt Tab, and then you have to sort of reload it. So if I... How about this for the sounds?
I fart in your general direction.
Is that better with the sound effect? That's what happens when you know how to project your voice. Absolutely. It's better now. Could it be better? I can still improve it more. But not this time, because I've just hit Alt-Enter. Alt-Enter. I'm really missing half-ass backwards streams. Let's build an orbital whopper. I sent him a message or two the other day, just to see how he's getting on. He's doing alright. Shout out to half-ass backwards, naturally. If someone wouldn't mind. The music should also be coming through a little louder as well, because of changes. Because it's an audio sort of output capture. So it's capturing output that I sort of raised up. Invading! Shields first. Protection first, people. Remember, use protection. Unless you're trying to get pregnant and you know the person and it's a long-term relationship, so you know you're safe. Weird sexual advice in the middle of the stream. He probably won't be doing streams from the States. Ah, it's a shame, man. 18 megabits and 1 megabit, so that's not good for streaming. Yeah, 1 megabit. You can do it. You can stream on 0.5 megabit, but you have to change the settings, and the quality is naff. I looked at doing this before I went out and got a new hosting package for my internet, and yeah, basically, it doesn't look great. It does not look great. And there's no guarantee that it will it's not good. Nerdy, I'd support you if you wanted to stream again. You could stream again like you did last summer. Hey. Oh, that was terrible. Now, time for some gentle jazz on the Cool Cat channel. Ooh. Oh yes. So game. Oh, yeah. It's I forgot what it's called now. If you yeah, there we go. That's the one. It's now the image of a thumb in a speech bubble because because I put the word approve in there as big as I could, so it was Sir Game Night approves, which just looked tiny on the screen, and then I put approve, and that looked just as tiny. I thought, well, people are going to struggle with that, but a big thumbs up says exactly the same sentiment and can actually be read, so that's got to be the way forward. Oh, we found the Chronomist home world. Sucks to be them. They've had a world right in their solar system with a potential archaeological dig that could have projected them into the future. They have not done this. It will be their demise. Right. Let's move forward from this lounge music. I want some 8-bit, god damn it. And I want it now. There seems to be like a lot of 8-bit, sort of a lot of drum and bass on Pretzel Rocks. Oh, bit of epic. I love a bit of epic. Mean Machine Dean! Mean Machine Dean, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you.
1.21 gigawatts!
1.21 gigawatts indeed. I like what you got.
I like what you got.
That's a first. What's a first? This music's very epic for Pretzel Rocks. Don't know if I should like it or not. It might rear its head in a non-epic moment. Oh, he's only got another shot. Not bad. Just trying to recover from the knee right now. Oh, have you had the operation? I'm not particularly great, if I'm honest, Dean, or Mean Machine Dean. I don't know if you just prefer Dean or not. I got some really bad news about my dad and his health at the end of last week on Friday, or was it? Yeah, it was on Friday. Well, it was on Thursday I got it, but yeah, it's not great. So I'm moving forward. The shock of it's sort of settling down. I'm seeing him every day, and yeah, he wants me to carry on, so I'm carrying on, soldiering forward, and I feel really a lot of support from the community, which is nice here, and it's the big difference. When people, I know, man, I'm fucking devastated. I'm sorry for swearing, guys. It's the only sort of words. It's the sort of the most. If there's ever a time for swearing, it's the most appropriate. And let me just turn this epic music off. It's blaring in my ears. Yeah, so it's not great, but you know, it could be worse, and I've still got time to spend with him. So I'm going to do that. No, it's all up in the air. Mate, I'm so sorry to hear that your knee's up in the air. Well, hold on. When you say it's up in the air, do you mean the appointment's up in the air? Or the knee's recovered and you have to elevate it up into the air? I don't know. That there's a double entendre meaning to that. So yeah, basically, I'm soldering forward. After the stream today, I'll be heading out again to go and see my dad and hang with him and spend some time, make some memories. It's elevated at the moment. Well, I wish it better. Absolutely wish it better for you. Yeah, and it's well, the future of my knee is. Mate, I'm very sorry to hear that. And fingers crossed they pull their finger out and get onto it. And I assume you're going NHS because they just seem to go slow. Okay, Ken, be right back. See you in a second, mate.
See this? This is my boomstick.
One of the sort of the things about the NHS is, and it is phenomenal, and I support it a lot, and so much. But the one of the things that I knew about sort of my dad had a sort of a scan and some biopsies taken, and they got in touch pretty quickly. And the NHS, as great as they are, they're not known for putting I've had appointments that have been months. You have to wait months for. So yeah, but that's what you get, with free social healthcare. Another place invaded. Here we go. Boom. There we go. But yeah, it's not a great time. It's not a great time, but life isn't peachy, is it? You know, we have these times that are not great, and it's about surrounding yourself with supportive people who can hold you when you can't hold yourself. And one of the things that I like about this community is that it really is a community. I feel for the first time in a long time on the internet, there's lots of communities I belong to on the internet, and a lot of them there's like backstabbing, politics, horribleness, and yeah, it's nice. What's nice about Twitch is that it's yours, you know, especially if it's my stream. This is my stream. People can sort of come to one area. If we do get any knobs at any point, we'll just kick them off or mute them or whatever, you know. Happy days. Well, the NHS until the 1st of Jan, and then I go private. Yeah, problem is I'm choosing what to do for the best. One of the problems with money is that it isn't just a simple repair. Oh, mate. So in the future ahead, it's going to be a long one. Yeah, absolutely. It's as you say, you've got to carry on. You just got to keep going. How can you not carry on living? You've got to keep moving forward day by day. Just take it day by day, mate. But I will be thinking about you, and hopefully I can bring you some amusement and entertainment in a time of need, and hopefully some support as well when and if you do need it. Yeah, knees are terrible. I popped my knee out of I was doing a squat machine at one point. You know, the ones where you kind of like lying down or you're horizontal and you sort of push to do a press with your legs, and you're squatting down. And I did one of those, and my knee literally went slightly out of alignment, and it just popped out. It was agony. I managed to pop it back in, but it just every now and again I just feel it. It's not good. Music's on the cusp of drowning me out. Right, I can sort that. Actually, I can sort that without heading over to the Dropbox. Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. How's that sound with the music? God, that's a loud one because I've actually turned down my headphones anyway. So that's next level loudness. What were we doing? Oh yeah, genocide. That's right. There's nothing like a bit of genocide on a Monday morning. Making sure that you're the only race in the universe. We'll work from home until further notice, so I get to watch some streams. Yeah, it's not too bad. Swings and roundabouts, as they say. Well, I head down to Cambria. Better, thank you. Oh, hold on. It's not something I'm not aware of. No, it's full. Oh, it's a full tear. Oh, mate. Oh, man. Yeah, it sounds bad. I don't know what it's called, but I tore the ligament in my knee so bad it actually took. Oh, took bone with it. Man, nerdy. You're making me feel funny. My problem is I never received any aftercare. Yeah, oh, man. So did you go to the NHS for it, nerdy? And did they then just like they said, oh well, yeah, we'll send you to aftercare, and it just never occurred? If so, poor show. Although I managed to very slowly get my upgrades in my PC rig. Streaming should start sooner. Absolutely. Well, Mean Machine Dean. I don't know if you prefer Dean or just Mean Machine Dean. It's like, what do you call Mr. T? Is it like Mr. T? Is it Mr.? Is it T? What do you do? MMD. Mumd. So, okay, Mumd. You pinch a nerve, yeah. X-ray said otherwise. They then said it was an operation to remove that bit of bone. Physio, yeah. They do push physio a lot. My wife had some issues with her back, and they just kept pushing physio, and she kept going to physio, and was not helping whatsoever. But man, they just kept pushing it. The sad thing that about the NHS is that I find is that when they get to the point of exhausting all potential options and they don't know what to do, there is a bit of a sort of a cut loose. Well, we can't do any more. type of feeling to it. My wife had an issue, and she couldn't. The NHS had wiped the hands of her, and then she had some work-based. Let's kill these little dudes. She had some work-based insurance, so for health insurance. So she used that and found a specialist after doing some research in Bristol. And we drove down to Bristol, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the NHS doesn't do this because it's not very, it doesn't have the funding for it, and it's expensive, and this, that, and the other." But on private healthcare, obviously, such things, the more expensive it is, the better it is, because you feel like, one, you're getting your money's worth, and two, it all gets claimed back by the provider of such things. What game is this out of interest? Me, Machine D. This is Ascendancy. Essentially, it's a 4X. I'm sure you're familiar with 4X, but if you're not, we'll happy to explain that. Although I can never remember what the 4X's are for. Explore, exploit, expand, and exterminate. Oh, I'm gonna have to give myself a round of applause for that. I think that's the first time I've done it on command for a while. Don't say that's what she said. It's not so much they don't know what to do. My wife's recently injured her knee, and they said surgery was an option, but they pushed physio so hard that they spent the last few months with barely any improvements. That's really unfortunate. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Yes, I've drilled it into myself. So it's a 4X game. I early on in the game, basically just an update that you have to get various different researches that you buy. Early on in the game, I came across a few planets that had these type of things on, which are sort of ancient civilizations, and you can do an archaeological dig, and it gives you a random discovery. I hit on some of the biggest random discoveries right down at the bottom of the chain that would take you most of the game to get. So I'm really OP at the moment. So I'm just going to exterminate all of them. And this is the species that we are: a quadrupedal species called the Comanches with 2 arms. Not a septipedal, as I said earlier. Intense physio coming up. Reconstruction is the last things, mate. Yeah, at least if they said to you it's definitely going to be this, bam, 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 then at least you've got something to aim for, and you can do baby steps. But you can't baby step into the darkness. Well, you can, but I mean, it's just scary because you don't know what's going to happen. It's a very in-depth game. But my goal at the minute is just basically, oh no, I've won. It's going to say that I've dominated too much, although I've got a terrible score. Congratulations. Your massive empire spans over 2/3 of the galaxy. Your dominion is assured. Your score is 18%. This gives you the title of Ambitious Beginner. Why is it giving me only 18%? These are all my worlds. I guess I could have probably exterminated a bit more. I don't know. After a long and weary struggle, your species has gained control of more than 2/3 of the stars in the galaxy. Though the other species may continue to bicker over stars that remain, you are now the undisputed galactic leader. You should feel proud of your great accomplishment, but you have little time for revelry. Many difficult but rewarding tasks lie ahead of you. May your reign be long and fruitful. I mean, I could technically... You can just keep carrying on until you've wiped everything out. Is that what we do, or do we shove on some Terraria? What do we do, guys? I'll leave it up to you. Vote 1 for let's keep going until we have utter dominion and there's no other species left. Or 2, we'll close this down and put Terraria on. I can show you what I've been up to. I'm happy with either one. Two, much as I love your world domination, you've already won. I know, yeah, it's one of those ones that's like, do I carry with these games, right? Especially because you can put ridiculous. I've done this so quickly because of the overpowered stuff earlier. You can literally spend probably a week on a campaign on this before getting to the point that I've just reached. I've probably only spent about 3 or 4 hours because of that boon that I got early on. So. You think to yourself, when that moment eventually comes and you've put a week into it and your mind has been set on, I'm going to kill all these species are going to die. That's when it becomes difficult. Right, yeah, right, well, what we'll do is we'll do a drawing, first of all, of, let's do a drawing of the Wheel of Gold. Then we'll stop the stream, only momentarily, and then restart it as Terraria, which is sort of the way that we do things around here. So just take a moment or two, guys, to get in your last, not last, take that, to get in your raffles, your raffle amounts. Exclamation point raffle, and that will give you a chance to win on the Wheel of Gold. I'll allow you to do that just now. We've got a few people in the giveaway. Exclamation point raffle space, and then the amount of gold that you want to put in, Dean. MMD. But equally, you can exclamation point gold to find out how much gold you have in the first place. You can have a maximum of 500. So if you just get those in. Terraria. I'm just updating my my stream because I had some angry people the other day. I put that I was playing Eye of the Beholder and I forgot to update my Terraria. My Terraria information to say that I'm going to play Terraria and sorry, that I was going to play yeah. That's incorrect. Yeah, so I updated basically to say I'm playing Eye of the Beholder. And it didn't. It stayed on Terraria because I'd done all the information, but I'd not clicked the update information bit. And yeah, I had some very annoying people that were like, "This is not Terraria. You should be banned." I was half expecting to get some form of I don't know what I was half expecting, some form of ban or strike to say, "Hang on, play the game." Right, anyway, let's get into the raffle ticket. Right, we're going to do the drawing. So, let's turn this on.
It's time to spin the
wheel
of
gold. That's right, it's time to spin the Wheel of Gold over here at the Sir Game Night channel. I'm going to pick a winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner... it's Nerdy Wizard. Well done, Nerdy Wizard. It's not a fix. He might be a moderator around here, but you all get the same amount of chances depending on how many gold coins you spend on tickets. Let me know when you want me to spin. Spin the wheel! Nerdy Wizard, as though you don't have enough gold coins as it is, you will now be getting an extra 100 gold coins. So it wasn't a massive amount, but every little helps. I shall just update your stockpile with another 100. There we go. And I shall allow entries to the next one. Don't forget, whatever amount of money that you put into the raffle, it stays until the end of today. So, me Machine Dean, you put 200 in. Your 200 is still there. And the next time we spin, you'll have 200 chances. But you could bump it up another 300. And Kent, you can also... Kent's being fair. I think he's playing slightly fair with the old spin of the wheel. I think he's betting one for every. I think he's betting one for every chat person. I'm not too sure. Yes, tremendous. That's the important thing. The Nerdy won. Yes, Nerdy, well done. Congratulations on winning. So guys, we will be back in a moment because I'm just going to end the stream. So don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just ending the stream to start the stream so that we have 2 separate videos. So that we can have a Terraria video and an Ascendancy video. Right, so stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. The stream will be back in less than a minute.